Have to go fix my audio real fast. Okay, so should all be coming through the snowball mic now. I had to do a lot of setting up here. Well, welcome RFL community here, as this will be the final day for week 3 of the RFL. Man, the season's starting to move along fast. I'm making sure I bring you guys comments up so I'll be able to see them real quick. And yes, I can see now. But only one comment came through. So if you commented something earlier that you wanted me to see, comment again. But appreciate you guys coming through for this matchup here in the AFC between the Chicago Cougars and the Oklahoma City Bisons. This should be a really good matchup, and they match up fairly evenly, as you can see from the overalls. But it seems like the season's going in different directions for both teams, as the Oklahoma City Bisons undefeated coming into this game 2-0, and the Chicago Cougars have been struggling of late as they are 0-2. So looking to get their first win, and the Bisons looking to continue their streak. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good, Ethan Long? What's good, Carry On? Appreciate you guys coming through. If guys are in here that haven't said anything yet, let it be known so I can say what's up. But appreciate you guys coming through for this stream. What's good, Awesome Crocodile? Thanks for coming through. As far as the only message that came through for my app was when Carry On said, "Jay, you better beast, bro." So I couldn't see any message after before that. But what's good, Jay? Thanks for coming through. I know, anxious to see what you're going to do here in your first career start.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry,
and I got the announcers on. Oh, man. But it's about that time. I'm going to go ahead and let these guys do a little bit of an introduction, and I'll break down pretty much on what I feel about both teams coming into this game.
With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we turn it over to Brandon.
And Toronto isn't going to play until the only Toronto team that will play will be the the Huskies not playing this week either. So I don't know when you guys will play. I know you got a bye week for 2 weeks, so you guys actually going to be 5-0 to start the season. So congrats to Coach Kozra on his first job as a coach, starting off 5-0. That's great. What's good, Michael? What's good, Jakari Gaming? Appreciate you guys coming through the live stream.
Between the Chicago Cougars and the Oklahoma City Bison.
Here we are, man, in Oklahoma City. Man, it's hard to talk while these guys are talking over me with these headphones on. So I'm going to go ahead and hurry up and cut these guys off. That gets annoying. Sometimes I just forget to do that. Forgot last time I streamed, I had it where it was just them commentating. Well, there we go. That should help out. But let's get a little bit of talk about these teams coming in. Well, actually, I'll just do that throughout the game. And so let's just get straight to it, man. And here we go. Oklahoma City kicking this one off to Chicago, as this one's going to be fielded at the 9-yard line by Strojny, and down he'll go at the 31. So Chicago going to have themselves some good field position here. And coming out for the first time this season, it's going to be Rob Slater. Peter Carson's getting replaced. He had a good game last week. I threw an interception, but there's just too many turnovers, Coach said. So he had to take a seat and put Rob Slater back in that starting position. So this is his first start in this season. 1st and 10, Slater, they're going to let him throw. He lets one go, and he almost throws an interception himself on the first play. He put way too much air on that one. Lucky that Smith didn't come up with that interception. Well, here's a look at this Cougars offense. This was a group that had success throwing the ball, but they really didn't establish a running game last week, and that's something they really have to do. An interesting fact about these receivers is neither one of these receivers on the outside, that's being George Tewitt or London Lions, has a touchdown on the season. So only one player has been able to score for them, and that's been Tavon Bryson, who leads with the only touchdown on the season, which is interesting. What's good, franchise guy? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. But here on second down, they try to run the ball, and the defense is there to follow them up as Tomlinson going to lose a yard. That's a great job right there by Sinclair as he gets the tackle. Excuse me, that's Blair on the tackle. And so it's now third down for the Chicago Cougars early on, and they lose 3 yards on that play, so it's now 3rd and 13. Rob Slater in the gun looking to try to pick up these yards, throws it, and this one's out of bounds. 0 for 2 to start his first drive here of the season for Rob Slater, and so that's going to bring up 4th down, and this Oklahoma City's defense is able to get a quick 3 and out. Offense of the Chicago Cougars ranked 14th in the AFC offensively, and hey, they got to do things to get that number up because this is an offense that can be explosive, but didn't get off to a great start there. And here goes a punt, and it gets off the head of the returner. That was Samham Gusto, but he fields it at the same time and ends up getting it out to the 25. What's good, Capri? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And here coming out for the first time today, Devin Hobart looking to lead this offense for the Oklahoma City Bisons. And so far for the Bisons, they last week undefeated. Of course, still they're 2-0. Last week had a simulated win, and here they are in their second RFL game matchup. Here goes Hobart looking to pass, throws as he gets this one out to Antoine Davis, and he'll get this one out to the 32 for a gain of 7. And there's a look at how he did in that simulated game last week. 4 catches, 64 yards, no touchdowns. And another crazy fact about the Oklahoma City Bison's receiving core, neither one of these explosive 6-foot-tall receivers have a touchdown on the season. That's Samham Gusto nor Antoine Davis, which is kind of a shocker. On the second down, they run the ball here with Jay Morris in his first career game here and his first career start on a new team as he was traded from the Monarchs over to the Bisons. But here's a look at this offensive lineup, a solid group. They are stacked on all phases of the offense, and they are looking to keep this undefeated streak going. And so here we are, 3rd and 3. Hobart tries to squeeze that one in, but the contact forced the incompletion. And that was a great job right there by Langley as the contact forces him to drop the ball, and that's going to be 3 and out for the Bisons as well. So good defenses to start out on both sides. What's good, Jemiah? I think that's how you say it. Appreciate you coming through. And so both defenses coming off to a great start, and they'll punt this one away. Chicago going to get a second opportunity here on offense as Kentavious Henderson, the rookie, gets dropped down at the 17. And back out onto the field goes Rob Slater. Last time they were out on the field, 0 for 2. Couldn't complete anything. Almost threw an interception his first pass. See if he can be a lot more careful here with his ball placement and find receivers open and not try to throw any risky passes. They've been through a lot with Peter Carson since being a starter. 1st and 10. Here goes Slater with a throw and his first completion of the day as he's able to find London Lions. And here is what he did last week. 7 catches, 123 yards, no touchdown. Yeah, the game next will be the San Antonio Dreadnoughts taking on the Sentinels, so that should be a great game. 2nd and 4, here goes a throw. Great defense, tried to squeeze that one in to George Tewitt coming across on the slant. That was great defense. He was all over him, able to get his hands in the throwing lane and force the incompletion. But here's a look at this Bison's defense, a solid group, as they have a whole bunch of stacked players on that front seven. Arian Leno leading the team in sacks and in tackles. So that's definitely a key player to look out so far this season for the Bisons. Third and 4. Here goes Rob Slater stepping up. He's going to throw one, and he's got a first down as he's able to find George Tuitt. And that was a nice, easy catch right there made to pick up the first down. George Tuitt leading the Chicago Cougars in receiving yards this season. Last week, he had 10 catches for 117 yards. Pistol formation right here at the 28-yard line with a new set of downs. Here they go with a run. Andre Tomlinson rumbling forward for a first down as he gets it past the 40. That's his best run of the day. 2 carries for 9 yards. And they've got to get him going. That's one thing that has been the problem for the Chicago Cougars this season. They haven't been able to establish a running game. Andre Tomlinson's had some great runs, but, I mean, at times it's been a lot more disappointing runs than successful ones due to the lack of protection when it comes to running the ball. He's averaging 2.3 yards a season so far this season on the ground, too, as well. Rob Slater with excellent protection throws this one incomplete, and that'll bring up second. So Rob Slater 2 for 6 so far in this ball game. Hasn't been able to connect with any of his receivers all that much. Missed a couple of passes, and here he is looking, throws, and wide open for a first down as he's able to find George Tuitt. A big reason on why he is leading this team in receiving yards is because of his ability to get open, especially in zone coverage areas. Just wide open there for a nice catch, hanging on after the contact, and that's going to be a first down for Chicago. First and 10 at the 38 as they get it across midfield after that play to Tuitt. They'll go with a draw play, and that's going to get probably about a yard. And so it's now 2nd and 9 for the Cougars. So only a 1-yard gain now brings up 2nd and 9 here at the 37. Rob Slater looking, a quick throw, and there he is with a first down once again, finding George Tuitt coming across the middle. 4 of 8 so far for Slater. And Slater, he's a quarterback who can make, I believe, in my opinion, the better reads than Peter Carson. And the reason why he was the starter last season, since Coach Dar came in, felt that Peter Carson's would be the better quarterback, and he didn't prove that to be so. Once the season got started, he threw only 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions in 2 games, so he definitely had to go change things up at that quarterback position. And now Rob Slater so far off to a good start. 2nd and 9. Here goes a throw and a beautiful catch, and that's going to be a 1st and goal. London Lions with the acrobatic sideline catch. And that's going to set up 1st and goal right at the 4-yard line. I thought he probably didn't have both feet in, but he was able to do it. Here's another look at this play. That was a beautiful pass. And no, that clearly looked like he had both feet out of bounds. This has got to be challenged and turned over. If they let this slide, they're going to let that slide. That was a terrible play call. They didn't even try to challenge it. And they just really killed themselves right there. Bisons, I don't see why they did not challenge that. I don't see why the refs ruled that a catch. Obviously, they had a ref right there when he made the catch. Said it was a catch. He had both feet out of bounds for sure. Not one was in the green. And then they get a false start here, and so it puts him up at the 2-yard line with a 1st and goal. So the Cougars getting bailed out here. And it looks like they could cap this drive off with 7. Let's see if they can do it. Rob Slater in the gun. It's going to be read option, and Slater too slow as he'll be met behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That's going to be Arion Leno, as I said, leading the team in tackles and sacks, able to make a great play. And Slater should have got to the outside right there, but of course he's not a usual ball carrier. But that should have been easy to know to get outside of that block. He was funneling him in. And he should have went outside, but they lose 3 yards, and it's now 2nd and goal at the 5. Second and goal. Here goes Slater. Stepping up in the pocket. He falls. And he'll be ruled down for a sack. And so 2 back-to-back plays that they have lost yards. Maybe this is some payback for those 2 plays that ended up going for that 1st down and that false start that really has helped out the Cougars. But this defense standing strong. They're bending, not breaking. And they need 8 yards if they want to get in the end zone. 3rd and goal. Here goes Slater over the middle, wide open, and it's a touchdown for the Cougars as they'll strike first as he's able to find London Lions for his first receiving touchdown on the season. Here's another look at this play, just basic man-to-man, and you typically don't want to do that against Chicago's Cougars. London Lions, George Tewitt, Tavon Bryson, they got some great receivers on the outside, and that was just an easy win on the slant and an easy touchdown for the Cougars. So here goes the extra point. It's up, and it's good. So the score 7-0 as the Cougars lead over the Bisons on the road. What's good, Ann? Appreciate you coming through the live stream, my guy. Here goes the return, and he's going to be bottled up and brought down at the 27. So coming out onto the field for the 2nd time today is going to be Devin Hobart. Fantastic season he's been having so far. Only his 3rd game, and before coming into this one, he threw 7 touchdowns, only 1 interception in just 2 games. So he has been red hot when it comes to throwing and finding receivers open for big plays. But here he is looking to pass. 1st and 10 at the 27. He's going to let one go down the field. Intercepted, and the Cougars going to get the ball right back. And he'll be hit hard, brought down at the 46. And the Cougars off to a great start as Cole comes up with that interception. That's only his 2nd interception of the season, but came at a bad time. They just gave up a touchdown, and here he is giving the ball right back to this offense. And try to see what his top target could do, Antoine Davis, but there was way too many defenders around that ball. Should not have made that decision to let that one go. And so George Tewitt coming out onto the field. Here's his season stats. 17 catches, 232 yards. As I said, leading the Cougars in receiving yards. The last time on that drive, London Lions able to cap it off with a slant for a touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll give Andre Tomlinson a carry here as he'll get it at the 48 across midfield for a gain of 7. What's good, Alex? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. So far, your team off to a great start. Scored on their last possession, but actually, there was no but to be added there, as they ended up getting an interception too afterwards. So they're off to a great start here in this 1st quarter. And here goes Rob Slater. Flushed out of the pocket, just able to let one go. And so he avoids the sack, and it's now 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. What's good, Bed Wrestling? Appreciate you coming through. You too, Jay. Pistol formation here. Cougars looking to give the Bisons their first loss. And as I said, off to a great start, looking to try to capitalize off that interception by Cole. Here goes a throw into the flats. And that's going to be a 1st down to George Tewitt. So he gets this one to the 41-yard line, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Cougars once again. Slater looking to throw, lets one go, and this one is off the mark as he tried to get it to, it looks like, London Lions on a slant, which they scored on the last possession, but just couldn't get it on the mark. Incomplete. They'll run the ball here with Tomlinson, and he gets only right back to the line of scrimmage, and that has just been the struggle point for this offense all season. Like I've been saying, they just have not been able to establish a running game at all this season. And Tomlinson still averaging in that 2 yards a carry type of deal mark so far on this season. So, I mean, they've got to find ways to make sure that this ground game is a lot better than what it is. It's 3rd and 10 at the 41, and here goes Rob Slater looking to try to pick up the first down. Steps up, gets this one out, and a great tackle as that saves him before he could get in out past the first down. That was Kentavious Henderson with his first catch of the day. 7 yards, but his 4th down. And so they'll attempt this field goal kick. This one is going to be a 51-yarder. Let's see if he's got the leg for it. The kick is up, and this one dying out. Incomplete. I said incomplete as a pass. Unable to get to the field goal marker, just came up short and off to the left. And so they come up empty-handed, so unable to take advantage of the interception by Cole. And now the Bison's going to be taken over at the 41-yard line. So here goes Devin Hobart coming back out onto the field. 1 for 3, only 7 yards, and he threw an interception to end their last drive. Hopefully he'll be more careful on this one. Play action as they'll let Hobart throw. And here he is deep again. And that one, a great play on the ball. He's just having a lot of trust in his receivers to come up and make plays. That's the second time that he has targeted Antoine Davis deep down the field. And the defense has played it well. And here's a look at this defense, speaking about them. Last week, they did a great job. They was able to come up with 3 sacks. And they're looking to try to get that same pressure on Devin Hobart this week to try to help them come up with their first win of the season. Wilcox leading this defense in tackles with 15, and that's kind of not a great sign. You don't want your free safety to be leading your team in tackles. Great job there by Jay Morris picking up the defensive tackle on a block all types of time. And here he is, a wide open completion for a first down as he is able to find his receiver, actually his tight end, Peterson, for a first down, gain of 24 yards. That's a great job right there by the offensive line. Great job by Jay Morris picking up that block. He took on DeMarco Groyce, one of their best defensive tackles, and he was able to extend that time, gave Devin Hobart all day to throw, and there he is throwing on the money. First down for Oklahoma City. They'll motion Morris out of the backfield, out wide to the right. And here goes a throw over the middle. Beautiful spin move as he gets this one down to the 27. That's Antoine Davis recording his second catch of the day as he picks up 7. One thing you don't want the Bisons to do is get hot when it comes to throwing the ball. And on this drive, they've been having success. Just 3 yards they're going to need for a first down here. And second down. Devin Hobart with the play action, looking to pass, throws this one into the flats, and he's got a first down. Mean stiff arm by Peterson. Tight end just throws Thibodeau straight down to the field. Excuse me, that was Bankston who he threw on that stiff arm, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bisons at the 19. They'll go with play action again. Here goes Devin Hobart throwing into the flats to his fullback, and Bilockity able to get another first down. And that's going to end the first quarter as the Bisons trailing so far by a touchdown, but looking to get in the end zone to try to tie things up at 7 apiece. Cougars lead it here 7-0. here we are back in Oklahoma City. The Bisons looking to try to tie things up if they can cap this drive off with a touchdown. So far, it's been a great one. They need 8 yards, and here they are, 1st and goal, as they'll come out double tight formation. Jay Morris gets a handoff for the first time today, the second, and he's bottled up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 2. Defense blows that play up, and it's 2nd and goal. It's a cat out outside of Nate Grass. Whoa. 2nd and goal here for the Bisons. And here goes Holbert throwing into the flats, and Luke couldn't stay in bounds. Luke Chamberlain stepped out. He leads this team, despite not being a starter as the outside receiver. He leads his team in receiving yards and touchdowns, as he's got 5 this season already here, leading into week 3. That time he could have got his 6th receiving touchdown, but just couldn't keep in bounds. And Luke Chamberlain with over 330 yards receiving this season, and he has been a key receiver that a lot of teams just haven't been able to pay attention to, and they've just kept their focus mainly on Antoine Davis and Gusto on the outside, and that's just really opened up Luke Chamberlain. But there they go, looking to run the ball. It doesn't work out. They get stuffed, and now here they are looking to kick this field goal as they couldn't get in. Good defense by the Cougars. The kick is up, and it's good, and now the lead has been cut down to 4 as the Chicago Cougars still have it at 7-3. Capri once again with the jokes. But here goes the kickoff as the Chicago Cougars still maintain their lead. Their defense does a fantastic job keeping the Bisons out of the end zone to try to tie things up. And so now the offense, after this touchback, will take over at the 25. Here goes Rob Slater again, led a great drive down the field, and looking to do the same here to try to get another touchdown on the board. First and 10 here at the 25. And Slater going to hand this one off. Andre Tomlinson with his best run of the day gets this one out to the 39 for a first down. That was a good job by the offensive lineman. He had all day to run up the middle as they just parted the whole defense to the outsides for him to run straight up the gut for a nice gain. First and 10 here, and they'll go with a draw play back to Tomlinson, and Tomlinson going to be wrapped up and brought down for just a 2-yard gain as he'll get it out past the 40. As Edmund Whitting, new defensive end they were able to acquire from a trade with the Voyagers, is now on the team, coming up with a nice play there. And the defense once again with another nice play as they'll have Tomlinson behind the line of scrimmage for 2 yards back where they started. That's Lee Leffage, the tight end. The linebacker coming in with a nice tackle. It's 3rd and 10 now, and they run 3 straight back-to-back draw plays. Terrible play calling by the Chicago Cougars. They ran absolutely 3 straight draw plays on offense, pretty much saying, hey, I don't want to get anything out of this drive. That was a wasted drive right there for Chicago. So here goes the punt. This one's going to be fielded at the 19. Here goes the return as he'll get it out past the 30. Good return there on the punt by Sam Hamgusto. And so Devin Holbert coming back out onto the field. Last time they got close, but they couldn't score, so they had to settle for 3 points. But here they are with an opportunity to take the lead for the first time today. Let's see if he can put together a scoring drive. Play action as Holbert looks to throw. got great protection, lets one rip, and there he is with a wide open receiver. He finds his tight end, and once again, he's going to be able to pick up a nice gain to Samuel Peterson. Peterson's making some big catches here for the Bisons. He's always been a great explosive tight end for the Bisons, and here he is, a nice first down. First and 10, they'll run the ball, and here goes Jay Morris carrying the defense. There's a tough run there. His best run of the day as he gets 5 yards and gets it out to the 48. Coach Gusto felt that he needed a little bit more faster back and just a younger back in that backfield as he traded away Cedric Vasher to the Black Knights and ended up acquiring Jay Morris from the London Monarchs. But so far, the way things have been going for him has been pretty tough. The Chicago defense hasn't really allowed him to take off or have any space to do anything. But one thing you could say about Jay Morris, a powerful runner. It's 3rd down and 6, though, for the Bisons as he'll look to throw. Lets one go, and wide open for a first down. Once again, he finds Samuel Peterson, the tight end. Samuel Peterson finding ways to get open on this defense, that time being covered by the safety Thibodeau. Ran a nice hook route. And a great job picking up that first down. First and 10 here at the 37. And the gun is Holbert. They'll hand this one off to Jay Morris. And here goes his best run of the day as he gets this one at the 25-yard line for a first down. And so finally getting a break there as he was able to pick that one up and maneuver his way through the blocks. Coach Lucky happy with that run right there. And they'll come out in the I formation at the 25. They'll give Morris another spin here to the outside. One guy to make miss, tries to spin, but a touchdown saving tackle made right there by the rookie Wilcox. Rookie on rookie play right there. And Markel Wilcox will drop him down short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal for the Oklahoma Bisons. Oklahoma City Bisons. Six yards to go, and they will be able to score their first touchdown. Let's see if they can do it. 1st and goal as they'll hand this one off to Jay Morris, and he gets stuffed right at the 2-yard line. Good job there by the defense, not allowing him to get in. It's Marvin Woolfolk, one of the most intimidating linebackers in the league. Last season forced a lot of fumbles, made a lot of great plays. He's a big hitter, so you got to be careful when you run in his direction. I formation though here, and they'll give it back to Morris, and he's stuffed again, right back at the line of scrimmage. The Chicago defense has done great in the red zone. Last time the Bisons were able to drive close to the end zone, they stuffed them, and they had to settle for 3. Will it be the same case here as it's now 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line? I formation. They still got Jay Morris in the backfield. They'll give him one more go, and the defense stuffs him. It's going to be a 1-yard loss. Actually, that was the rookie, Evan Murr, the other rookie running back there that they drafted. And he got stuffed. This defense was ready for them to run that ball. A great job by Oklahoma City, by the Bisons. That's the same team. By the Cougars. And they'll kick the field goal once again. This Cougars defense, man, is pretty stout when it comes to defending their end zone. And so the 3 points now makes the score 7-6. A 1-point ball game, and here goes Chicago with another opportunity offensively to try to stretch their lead, as it's now been cut down to just a single point. Strajny going to take the knee, and they'll get started out at the 25-yard line. Here goes Rob Slater. So far, he's done a great job, a much better job in comparison to how Peter Carson's had done this season, as they had given him 2 games to try to prove himself to be a starter and 4 interceptions in that time. So far, no turnovers for Rob Slater. Slater's going to be in the pistol, and they go with a draw play. There goes Andre Tomlinson. That is their 4th draw play straight back-to-back. Last time, they called 3 straight draw plays, and that just wasn't a good idea. Let's see if they can expand on their playbook this time, as they'll have 2nd and 3 at the 32. Slater going to look to throw. Nice chop block. Extends him some time, but down he's going to go for a sack as he's met there by Lee Leffage. Morant was there too, so they'll both get credited for half a sack. And that's now going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Cougars. Here's another look at the play here, as Slater trying to look for someone open. This was zone coverage. It looked like he had a guy out to the left side, but he just sat there in the pocket, oblivious to the pressure coming. Should have tried to maneuver and make something happen. I don't know if there was a receiver open or not, but like I said, it seemed like there was one open probably on that left side. Didn't see him, and down he went for a sack. So a big loss on 2nd down now sets up 3rd and 12. Slater going to look to throw. Looks like they try to set up the screen, but he took way too long getting out of there. And there goes a 2nd sack back-to-back as he's met by Edmund Whiting in his first game as a Oklahoma City Bison. And that was just a great job by the defense. They bottled him up. Slater could not throw the ball, and down he went for his 2nd sack. And so the Chicago Cougars once again get stuffed. This Oklahoma City Bison's defense just seems to be getting harder and harder to move the ball on. Here goes a punt. This one angled out of bounds at the 42. That was Carmazzi on the punt. No return, and so Devin Hobart going to come back out onto the field. Had 2 great drives on their last 2 possessions, but weren't able to finish. Can this be the drive that they'll be able to punch it in for 6? Definitely got an explosive offense to do so, but this Chicago defense has been playing well. Play action, Devin Hobart setting up, looking to pass. Lets one go, and he's off the mark. And with that incompletion, will now be reached at the 2-minute warning. So here we are in Oklahoma City, just a 1-point game. The Bisons trailing 7-6. But they have an opportunity to take the lead here late in the first half. 2nd and 10, setting up the screen. Jay Morris has got some blocks ahead of him, tries to spin, and down he's going to go at the 49 for a decent gain. Picks up 7, and it's now 3rd and 3. And he's going to look to pass here. Jay Morris with a diving catch for the 1st down. Little celebration, but here they are going to have to hurry up as they're trying to get their 2-minute offense down the field. Let's see if they can score. Devin Hobart lets one go across the middle, finds Luke Chamberlain. Three-yard gain now sets up 2nd and 7 at the 42. Bison's again going to look to throw. Hobart gets this one to Morris, and he dives forward. Does he have a 1st down? He does, so that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Oklahoma City Bisons, and they'll burn their first timeout. So they'll take a little bit of a break as they were moving, I guess, too fast. Want to make sure that they catch a little bit of their stamina back. We are under a minute here left in this ball. Oh, a little over a minute left in this ball game. Just 1 second over. Hobart in the gun with Morris in the backfield with him. He's going to look to throw. Stepping up in the pocket, throws, gets this one out to Antoine Davis. And they'll burn their second timeout. With 56 seconds left. It's going to be 2nd and inches. They've had a tough time moving on this defense when getting in the red zone. They're just 5 yards away from it. They're at the 25-yard line, just inches away from this first down. They want to be able to get in the end zone before the end of this half. Holbert going to throw this one. Jay Morris with the first down. Nice spin move, and down he goes at the 13. Morris showing that he's a receiving back as well. He is a power back, has some good speed with his size. He's also got some decent pair of hands, and there he is, pick up the first down for the Bisons. First and 10 here at the 13. Time still ticking. There goes Devin Holbert looking to try to shoot something in the end zone. Almost intercepted. But luckily for them, they'll catch a break. He was off the mark right there as he tried to hit his receiver right there sitting across the middle. And he's off the mark. Luckily that one didn't get intercepted. Tried to go right back to Jay Morris on the pass. "31 seconds left here in this first half. Shotgun for Devin Holbert as he'll look to throws. Gets a completion out. And he'll find Antoine Davis. Time still ticking. They have one more timeout left, and it's 3rd and 5. So if they don't get this first down, they'll have to just settle for 3. Holbert going to let one go in the end zone, and that's a touchdown as he finds Samuel Peterson for his 3rd touchdown of the season. And just like that, the Oklahoma City Bisons will grab the lead here late in this first half. And Peterson's not your average tight end there. They line him up wide out as if he was an outside receiver. He's one-on-one with one of their best cover corners, and he beats him on the slant route, gets in untouched, and the Bisons will grab the lead. Here goes the extra point to put them up by 6. It's up, and it's good. Oklahoma City lead it now 13-7 with 14 seconds left here in this half. Fantastic drive there by Devin Holbert. 8 of 10, 54 yards, and a touchdown pass. So just 14 seconds left, so probably one more play after this return. And Strogeny gets stuffed down at the 26. And they'll come out, looks like they might just run the ball and head into the half with the score the way it is now. But no, there they go with play action, I guess trying to catch the defense off guard. And he completes a pass, and they'll call a timeout. And it looks like they're going to take a shot here. There goes a shot one-on-one, intercepted. And that's going to end the first half. Sinclair already leads the Bisons in interceptions. That's his 3rd interception of the season, as he'll get a nice pick right there towards the end of the half to add on to his stats. But that's the end of this first half. It's been an interesting one as the Chicago Cougars, their offenses came to a surprising halt after that great touchdown drive that they had, which has been the only points that they've been able to score. This Oklahoma City Bisons defense doing a great job on stuffing them after the big plays that they came out to start the game. But the Chicago Cougars, the way things are looking for them, they need to establish a run game. The ground game seems to be a problem for them so far at the start of this season. And they just need to find ways to mix things up and get their offense to be more balanced so they can catch the defense off guard. But that hasn't been the case so far. Rob Slater, he's done a great job so far, but throwing an interception on that last drive, but really can't fault him for that. It was just a shot play. So really he hasn't turned the ball over on accident. And so, I mean, the way the game's been going, it's anybody's ball game still with the Oklahoma City Bisons fighting getting themselves back, and they'll start the second half with the ball. And so if they can score, that's definitely going to have a lot of momentum on their side. And here goes the return as Luke Chamberlain gets it out to the 26. Here goes Devin Hobart, led a fantastic touchdown drive that he threw to Samuel Peterson to close out the first half. And here looking to keep that momentum at the start of the second. Hobart's going to be under center. He'll hand it off to Jay Morris, and he gets blown up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3 as he's met there by Langley. And this linebacker core of the Chicago defense is probably one of the most solid cores in the league. I mean, every linebacker that they have can make incredible plays. Look at Langley taking on the block, and Peterson really couldn't get a hold of him. He blows that play up for a 3-yard loss. It's 2nd and 13. A little bit of a high snap, and here they go with a draw play as Morris gets this one just out past the 30. And he'll pick up a gain of 7. So now it's 3rd and 6 for Oklahoma City. Devin Hobart looking to throw. Let's one rip, and it's going to be held on to for a first down as he finds Antoine Davis. And that's something that the Bisons need to do more. I've noticed they really haven't given them that many targets or opportunities for catches. You could tell that has been a little bit of the focus from how Devin Hobart was throwing the ball out deep for him on those one-on-one opportunities earlier in the game. And here goes Jay Morris. Nice spin move. He's been really executing those spins well, and he picks up a first down. But as I was saying, Antoine Davis, just coming into this contest, only had 6 catches on the season, so they need to get their playmaker the ball a lot more. And also, speaking of playmakers, we really haven't seen Sam Ham-Gusto touch the ball either. It's 1st and 10 right at midfield on the Bison's logo. They'll go with play action. They'll look to throw, and down goes Hobart for a sack. Great job there by Hubbard. He was able to get over the top of the block that Morris tried to get for him, and he came up with the sack. 9-yard loss sets up now 2nd and 19. Hobart going to throw this one and gets this one for a nice gain out to his tight end. That's going to be who else but Dyer. I thought that was actually Samuel Peterson, but Dyer right there getting his 2nd catch of the game. And it's 3rd down and 3 here for Oklahoma City. Hobart going to look to throw. Throws this one into the flats, and he finds Chamberlain for a first down. Nice easy play, nice easy read, and they are able to keep the chains moving. 19 of 24 today is Devin Hobart. He's been excellent. Play action as he'll look to throw. Pressure's coming, and down he's going to go for a sack. What a play by DeMarco Groyce. He absolutely ran the offensive lineman straight back into him and took them both down for a sack. And you can see him right here pushing the center. That's the rookie center actually taking the school right there on that play. He just could not hold him. Ran straight into him. And there goes a sack once again on this drive for the Chicago Cougars. Second down and 17. They'll hand this one off to Morris, and he gets blown up right back at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Great job by the defensive end, Tank Flanagan. He played excellent last week as well. Had himself a couple of sacks. And there he is with a stop right at the line of scrimmage. It's a long 3rd down here for the Bisons. And Hobart's going to look to try to throw for it. Gets a completion and a nice solid tackle right there as he's brought down immediately. That was Tank Flanagan in coverage right there. Defensive end. Showing off the speed. Look at him. He stayed the whole way there with the offensive player, and that was just a great play, showing off the athleticism. And so they'll have to punt it away. They keep them out of field goal range, and so no points on their drive to open up the second quarter. So a great job by that Chicago defense. Here goes the punt. This one angling towards the left, but it'll go out of bounds for a touchback, and the offense will get started at the 20. And for the first time in this half comes Rob Slater. He's 9 of 16, 90 yards, got a touchdown and an interception on the season. That one interception really could have avoided maybe if they just head into the half. He just threw up a Hail Mary pass up to his receivers and ended up getting picked off by Sinclair. But he's played fantastic today. Here goes Slater moving around out of the pocket, slides to avoid the contact, and he picks up the first down. That was a great job right there by Rob Slater, seeing that there was nothing there open for him. And so he takes matters into his own hands as that left side vacated. And the defensive end was nowhere to be found, so he was able to take off and get a nice gain for first. First and 10 at the 30. In the pistol formation is Slater. He'll look to throw. And here he is with Lions for a first down as he completes it on the slant. That puts him right at 100 yards passing on the day. That's the fourth catch for Lions. He's got a touchdown also and 44 yards. They'll try to run the ball, and Tomlinson met behind the line of scrimmage. And as I said, the struggles continue on the ground. Well, here's a look at the numbers for the passing offenses. Only 80 yards for the Cougars passing today. So typically not a statistic that you see them having as low, because they typically air it out and they have a lot of success. Second and 12, they go with a draw play. Tomlinson going to get this one out to the 45. Still trying to establish that ground game, so it's actually a good idea that they're trying to stick with it. And that's going to keep this defense honest. And so a third down and 5. Slater going to look to throw. It's a quick one and a great catch as George Tewitt able to hang on to it after taking a big hit. And it's going to be first and 10 at the 47. That was Grice on the tackle. Great quick throw. Had he waited any time on making that decision to get rid of the ball, that would not have probably been completed. But still, that was a great catch by Tewitt to take that contact by Tarquin Groyce. And speaking of Tarquin Groyce, he was a trade that they acquired, a player that they traded for and acquired from the Toronto Thunderbirds, as they traded safeties and a draft pick and were able to get him. And he, as Coach Lucky says, feels is the type of safety that they need. And so far in his first game, he's made a couple of good plays. And after a false start, here it is, first and 10 for the Cougars. They'll go with a draw play. This is Lamb. Beautiful jump cut. And it's actually Tomlinson. He'll get this one out to the 43. He's reached 50 yards on the day rushing so far. So, I mean, that's okay, but hasn't really averaged all that well. And they've just need to do a better job in run blocking up front. Three-yard gain now sets up second and 7 for the Cougars. They'll hand this one off, and here goes a beautiful spin move as Andre Tomlinson able to pick up the first down as he gets it to the 36. And he's now averaging at that 4 yards per carry mark, which is where you want to see him. He's a great running back for the Cougars. But they need to learn to find ways to utilize him some more. But there goes a nice run for a first. And finally, we really got to see the reason why. He's got some good blocks there on the outside. I feel his team just needs to get better when it comes to run blocking. But there goes a nice first down run by Andre Tomlinson. First and 10 at the 36. Here goes Slater. Looking to throw. That's one rip, and it's a catch and complete. Squeezed that one into a tight window, and London Lions just couldn't hang on to it as Brockers was in on coverage, and the safety Tarquin was able to come through. Tyquin Grice was able to come through and deliver a hard hit. And that was a tough catch to be made right there. Actually, that wasn't safety Grice. That was Blair. But I think it was already coming out incomplete after the contact by Brockers. Parker Brockers been a solid cornerback for the Oklahoma City Bison since drafting him last season. Here goes a draw play, and they're on it. Great play right there to drop him for a short gain. That's going to be Sessions on the tackle. And so it's now 3rd and 9 for the Chicago Cougars. Rob Slater in the gun, going to look to throw. He's got good protection. Lets one rip, and he's got a first down as he finds George Tuitt. Big reason on why he leads this team in receiving yards, as I've said many times today, is because he can find ways to get open. And there he is with his 6th catch on the day, coming in in the clutch. A first down. Beautiful ball also thrown by Rob Slater. So it's looking like a great drive here for Chicago. Can they take their lead back? In the gun is Slater. A little bit of an off snap there. Lets one go high into the air, and that was a dangerous pass. He put way too much air up on that throw. That one could have been intercepted. Kentavious Henderson was his intended target, his rookie that they drafted this season, and he's explosive. I feel that the Cougars got to also find ways to get the ball in his hands, but I mean, they do already have a lot of key weapons there on that receiving side. But Kentavious Henderson on the field in the slot right now. Slater going to look, throws. He tries to get it to Henderson, but a great play on the ball there by Blair, and it brings up now 3rd down once again for the Cougars. What's good, Coach Brown? How you doing? Thanks for coming through the stream. We need 10 yards for a first down. It's 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the third before we get to the final quarter. They're going to call a draw play, and that gets blown up, and I just don't like the decision. They're calling way too many draw plays in this game. I mean, 3rd down in this situation, you would want to pass it, especially with the success that they've had on that drive, but it gets blown up. They lose a yard, and that's Edmund Whiting. Led the league in sacks once he was over there with the Voyagers. And still a little bit of a shock and a mystery that they traded him away, but I guess it was maybe an age thing. And so here goes the field goal attempt to cut the lead down to a field goal. The kick is up, and it's off the crossbar. The wind is blowing too heavy, and he just couldn't get through it. Came up just short, so all that for nothing. It was a good-looking drive. They were making good plays, and this defense holds them just short to where he just couldn't get it over the crossbar. And so the Bisons with an opportunity to make something happen here. Here goes Jay Morris on how he's performed today for the Bisons. 13 carries, 50 yards, close to that 4 yards per carry mark. And it'll be 1st and 10 here at the 34-yard line for Oklahoma City. What's good, Coach Armstrong? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Play action. Devin Hobart looking. Lets one go. Intercepted! That's the 2nd time he's been picked off today, and that's Thibodeau on the pick. And that was a big play that needed to be made to shift some momentum towards the Cougars side. And Devin Hobart only throwing his 3rd interception so far on the season, 2 of those coming in this game. And so the Cougars offense coming back out onto the field. And they have an opportunity to capitalize on the turnover. Slater getting a blitz. He throws this one out to it, but the contact forces the incompletion. And Tarquin Grice making a great break on the ball and forcing him to drop it. That was a good read, great decision, but a great play by Grice. Big reason on why they said they wanted him on the team. He's good in coverage. And there he is with a great break on the ball. He makes a lot of nice plays, and there he is forcing an incompletion. They'll go with a draw play, and it hasn't worked for them all day, and it doesn't work for them now. As he gets blown up behind the line of scrimmage, a big hit by Morant, and it's 3rd and 12. There's another look at this play, and Morant just coming in like a madman, blowing him up. He took on that block, was able to get by him, and he blows up Tomlinson on that play. And so now it's 3rd and 12 for the Cougars. This offense hasn't been able to get anything much going since their last scoring drive. There goes a throw and a big catch for a first down as he's able to find his receiver, Tavon Bryson. And that's a great way to end the third quarter, as the score still is where it is, 7-13. Nobody was able to score in that third quarter. But let's see what the Cougars can do. Can they take their lead back? What's good, Ladarius? Appreciate you coming through the live stream, my guy. Big catch to set up the first down here for the Cougars. And it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Slater going to drop back, looking to pass. Good pocket. Down, he's going to go for a sack. That's Arion Leno, who already leads the team in sacks, able to record his first in this one and his 4th on the season. And you can see right here, Rob Slater trying to look to see where he can go with this football. And the coverage was good. Well, actually, he should have hit. Looks like Tavon Bryson coming across on that drag. But he tried to extend the play to see what he can do in the pocket, and down he went for a sack. So a 5-yard loss on the sack brings up 2nd and 15. Pistol here for Rob Slater. Slater want to look to throw. Lets one go, and there goes a sideline catch made by Henderson. And so it'll be now 3rd and 2 for the Cougars at the 28. All they need is 2 yards. They need a touchdown to be able to take the lead back. Well, they at least tie it up. The extra point will give them the lead. Here goes just 2 yards they'll need for the first. Throws, and it's going to be dropped as he tried to squeeze that one into London Lions' hands. But it was just an awkward place of the ball for him, and as he had to reach back, and after the contact came, couldn't hang on to it, incomplete. And they're going to go for it. They're like, forget the field goal. We missed it the last time. We're going to try to pick up this first down. Let's see how they'll do it. They need 2 yards. Slater going to look to throw again, and they got it. Contavious Henderson breaking tackles, and he rumbles his way down to the 13-yard line. And that's going to be a great first down for the Cougars, and that's a big reason why they wanted Contavious Henderson out of the draft. So explosive when he gets the ball in his hands. We've seen him even in their preseason take a kick return all the way back to the house. He has a lot of plays that he can make here for the Chicago team, and there he is making a big one for a first down to keep this drive going on a crucial 4th down situation. 1st and 10, here goes Slater looking to throw. Pressure is coming, and down he's going to go again for the 3rd time on this drive. 2nd time by Arion Leno. That's his 5th sack on the season and his 2nd in this game. And he just held on to the ball maybe a little bit too long. He could have maneuvered in that pocket a lot better, maybe stepped up. But on his blind side, I guess he didn't see Arion Leno there. And down he goes for a sack. So a huge loss on that sack now brings up 2nd and 20. Slater going to look to throw. Coming in free as a defender. He lets one go. Contavious Henderson gets this one inside the 15 to the 14. And it's now 3rd and 11 for Chicago. They need 11 yards for the first. Pistol formation here for Slater. They go with a draw play. Jesus Christ, they've been calling that just way too many times. And in this situation, why would you call that? It hasn't worked. And it's 4th down. They don't gain anything on the play, and they'll have to settle for a field goal. So not going to go for it this time. And the play calling on 3rd down has just been terrible for the Cougars all day. The kick is up, and it's good though. And so now they cut the game down to a field goal to be able to tie it up, as the score is now 13-10. The Bisons still lead it, and so they have to put the pressure on the Cougars. Let's see if they can score. Just try to stretch their lead and make things difficult for Chicago. It's been a tight ball game all day. This one fielded in the end zone. A solid tackle made right there, keeping them shy of the 20. Special job right there done by the Chicago Cougars special teams. And Samham Gusto, I don't think he's caught a ball all day, but Devin Hobart, he's been on point for the most part. 20 of 26, 184 yards, but he's thrown 2 interceptions. He does have a touchdown, and his team does have the lead, so he's got to make sure that they can maintain that with a good drive here. Here's a handoff. Jay Morris getting some key blocks, and here he is. Sprung midfield. Nobody's going to catch him. 20-10-5 touchdown, Oklahoma City. Jay Morris with his first career rushing touchdown. And here he is on his new team with a big run to stretch their lead. And what a job by that offensive line up front. They came through with key blocks, and they were finally able to spring him for a huge run. He made a couple of big plays, but Jay Morris with his best run of his career so far, and that one turns out to be a fantastic first touchdown of his career to remember. And the field goal is up. It's good. The extra point stretched the lead now to 10, as the score is now 20-10. Great run by Morris. One play, he takes it 81 yards to the house. And that's the pressure they needed to put back on the Cougars, and that just changed the whole momentum. The Cougars have got to get something going here offensively. Got up to a great start, but their offense has just been stagnant. Here goes Contavious Henderson on the return as he gets this one out to the 26. And the offense going to get started now, trailing by 10. What's good, Vittorio? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Here goes Rob Slater coming back out onto the field. He was able to drive his team down the field, but couldn't punch it in for a touchdown yet again. Only could get a field goal, and now their defense gave up a touchdown off an 81-yard run, and they've got to find a way to get themselves back. Here goes Rob Slater, wide open as he's able to find, I believe that's Tuitt, and it is, for a first down. Tuitt on the day, 81 yards off of 7 catches. And so he's been making some big plays, but here goes the Cougars. 10 minutes and counting now left in this ball game. Pressure's coming. Nice shot block to extend the time. Throws in a beautiful catch in traffic for a first down as he finds Tavon Bryson. Tavon Bryson was the only receiver to have a touchdown on the team before coming into this game. And there he is coming up with a big catch. That was perfect coverage and a great job using his body to shield himself and the ball away from the defender. That was great coverage there by Sinclair. First and 10. Here goes Slater getting chased down. Avoids the sack. Sets up. Throws the ball. Almost intercepted. And that looked like that was going to be a crazy play, but a great job by this Bison's defense. Able to bat that one incomplete. Edmund Whiting was in chase, and man, he is just a different breed and a great addition for the Bisons on that defensive line. Here goes a completion out to Henderson. It's a short gain as he'll be brought down at the 45 for just a gain of 3. They need 7 yards for a first down. They call it draw play here on 3rd, but it actually works out this time. And so that'll be a 1st and 10 at the 33. And that's something they need to get away from. It's been pretty much obvious that they're going to call a draw play on 3rd down. The more they keep doing this, it's going to be, easy for the defense to plunge it. And here goes the defense as he gets the sack. Edmund Whiting, in his first game as a Oklahoma City Bison, able to come up with his 2nd sack. That's going to count as a whole one for him. Last time he was in on half a sack, so 1.5 sacks so far on the day for Edmund Whiting, and he is just seeming to be tough to block up front for that Chicago offense. Second and 17, Rob Slater setting up, throwing. He's got a completion. George Tewitt goes out of bounds at the 30. They need 7 yards for a first down. Slater going to look to throw. Got a good pocket. Almost intercepted. Try to squeeze that one into some tight coverage. Trying to get that one out to Bryson, and so it's 4th down. And if you're the Chicago Cougars at this point, maybe you kick the field goal and worry about the touchdown later, and they'll do just that. So a smart decision made there by the coaching staff as they'll look to depend on their defense to get a stop. But here goes a 47-yarder. The win is with them, and this time it'll be good. So now the lead is cut down to a touchdown as they'll cut it, with the score now being 20-13. That one was a beautiful kick straight down the middle. Couldn't ask for a better one than that. So now it's just a 1-possession game again. And the Bisons, last time out onto the field, an 81-yard touchdown run. And here goes Samham Gusto on the return. Gets this one to the 26. And Gusto has been quiet all this game. I haven't seen him touch the ball or do anything yet. But Jay Morris, in his first game as a Bison, 14 carries, 131 yards, and a touchdown. I formation here for Oklahoma City. And they'll go with Morris here on the carry. Spin move. Still on his feet, fighting forward, and he's got a first down. Great run by Morris. And that was a beautiful spin move as Markel Wilcox didn't know what to do. Stunned him right there. And he had to spin all the way around to get back to him, and that's going to be a first down. First and 10. Here goes Hobart over the middle, and he's got a first down, breaking a tackle, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 41 for the Bisons as he's able to find his tight end Dyer. And that puts him over 200 yards passing for the day. And Devin Hobart, he's been on the money. It's 1st and 10 at the 41 here for the Bison, still trying to apply pressure to the Cougars. And here goes a throw over the middle. It's going to be a first down once again as he finds Luke Chamberlain. This is a fantastic job by the Bisons. Driving down the field. Whoa, what just happened on that play? Hold up. I'm sorry, but this is the first time. You rarely don't do this, but I'm going to have to instant replay this because that was just crazy. I just want to know what happened on that play. It looked like the running back got the ball, and he didn't. So the snap, they said the running back got the ball. I don't know what happened there. That was just a weird play. So it was just a regular play at the end of the day. It didn't look like it the way that the screen was moving. So I was like, whoa up, what happened? I had to look at that real fast. But anyway, that was a great fake then. So a 2nd down and 10 for the Bisons at the 26. Holbert throws. He's got a completion out to his favorite target today. That's Samuel Peterson, getting it out to the 15, and they just need a yard to pick up the 1st down. There's a handoff. Jay Morris is blown up behind the line of scrimmage, and now bring up 4th down. So good defense by the Cougars, but a field goal will stretch this game back to a 2-possession game, so they got to be having their fingers crossed on trying to block this kick, because if not, they need to score quickly and get the ball back to try to get back into this game. Nobody gets through, though. The kick is up, and it's good. And so now the lead stretches back to 10 as West puts the 3 points on the board to make the score now 23-13. And there's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds here left for the Cougars. This one in the end zone as Strajny will take the knee. And the offense going to get started at the 25. They need to score quickly here. They have all 3 of their timeouts, so there's a possibility for them to get back into this game. It all lies on the shoulders of Rob Slater. 20 of 34, 218 yards, a touchdown, and an interception so far in the day. But despite that interception, which really shouldn't even count because he threw a Hail Mary at the end of the first half, he's played excellent. Slater going to look to throw. He's got a good, clean pocket. Good protection. Gets this one out. Beautiful spin move there by Tomlinson. And he'll get a gain of 7. And with that play, that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They only have 2 minutes to try to score 10 points, so this is going to be difficult for the Chicago Cougars. Got to work those sidelines, and they've got to make sure that they can go down the field as fast as they can, get the ball back with an onside kick or whatever they plan to do, but they've got to save those timeouts as well. Second and 3. Here goes Slater in the gun. Pressure coming from Whiting, and an incomplete pass as he had to hurry up and get that one away. Man, Whiting is just showing on why he is a good pickup and a great trade that they were able to get from the Voyagers to add to this team. Here goes a throw. Contavious Henderson gets hit. And so they got to hurry up and run this 2-minute offense, trying to save those timeouts to try to stop the offense just in case they don't get the onside kick. So they better hurry up. Slater going to look to throw. Avoids the sack, but he gets brought down anyway. And he should have just stepped up in the pocket rather than running pretty much straight into the pressure. Now he's got to wait for his receivers to come all the way back, and they've got to be tired at this point. Slater going to look, throws. He's got Henderson again. He goes out of bounds at the 31. And they'll burn their first timeout as they'll have no choice. Looks like he actually shouldn't even have burned the timeout. He got out of bounds. This 3rd and 18. Slater going to let one go down the field. Intercepted. And that should do it. Irvin Smith with the pick. And the Oklahoma City Bisons going to come out with this huge victory at home to continue to remain unbeaten. And he just had to take a shot. He really had no choice. I mean, time was running down. It was a long situation that they had to pick up. And so he tried to throw a one-on-one ball. But he put it maybe too much on the line, and so it ended up getting picked off. And Jay Morris, great second half for him. 106 yards off of 7 carries and a touchdown, all in the second half. and a big reason on why the Bisons were able to come up and win this game. So 1st and 10 at the 40. They have 2 timeouts. So I'm pretty sure they'll use them. Jay Morris with a carry as he gets it to the 36. And they'll burn their 2nd timeout. Only 1 more remaining for Chicago. Second and 6. Here goes Morris as he'll get stuffed by DeMarco Groyce for a short gain. And so they'll burn their final timeout. And we are right at a little bit under 1 minute left. 59 seconds left. No timeouts for Chicago. And a field goal. Yeah, they'll take a knee. So that's really going to kill the clock. And so they'll take the knee down at the 35. And on 4th down, I don't know if they'll punt it or try to kick the field goal. The field goal would make the game look a lot more better. So they are going to try to kick this field goal. And they'll have no choice but to do so. So here goes the kick down the middle. And he's got enough. As it's good. They'll add 3 points here late in the game to make the score 26-13. So only 15 seconds left in this ball game. A great win for the Oklahoma City Bisons. And the Chicago Cougars just looking to call a couple of plays to end the game out on a good note. I don't understand why they do this. Why are they going to call a Hail Mary pass? All it's going to do is get him to throw an interception that he doesn't need. So it makes Slater look bad that he's thrown 3 interceptions in this game. Tarquin Grice getting an interception, but that's just retarded. Just close the game out. That just messes up the quarterback's stats right there. And so they'll take the knee, and that'll be it for this game. Clock has hit 0, and the Chicago Cougars are unable to get their second win of the season. No, their first win of the season, as they'll fall to 0-3. So this is a bad start here for Coach Dar and the Cougars so far, but hopefully they can try to turn things around. But on the other hand, things are different for the Oklahoma City Bisons as they remain unbeaten, as they'll be now 3-0 after a great 26-13 win over the Chicago Cougars. I would like to say I appreciate you guys coming through the live stream, and like I said, from now on I will not go through the stats because, you know, that's just extra time wasted doing things. I mean, guys I know would be interested, but it just takes unnecessary time at times. So that's going to be it here in Oklahoma City. The Bisons getting a good win, and you can see they led in every category. Solid performance there by them. Cougars got to try to get something going, man. I mean, they got to try to get things turned around. Rob Slater really only threw 1 interception, honestly, in this game. Those 2 interceptions shouldn't even have been called. Just stupid play calls, in my opinion, by the Chicago Cougars. But really, I guess the first half one wasn't a bad play call. It just was a Hail Mary. But that last play, that shouldn't have happened. But that's going to do it, you guys. And there will be 2 more games left on the day. And after that, Week 3 is over. And we'll head into Week 4, which will start up on Monday, where I'll have a Monday night football game. And I'll let you guys know what that is. But appreciate you guys coming through. It's your boy Smitty and play-by-play commentator. And I will see you guys at 4 o'clock for the next game, as we'll have the Dreadnoughts taking on the Orlando Sentinels. Peace.